Hello, I'm Sebastian. Welcome to 9 Trees podcast. Today, I will summarize and review the book. 101. Great Answers to the Toughest Interview Questions by Ron Fry is a practical guide designed to help job seekers prepare for high-pressure interviews and communicate their value with confidence. Built around the real questions employers commonly ask, the book focuses on what hiring managers are truly listening for, evidence of competence, judgment, motivation, and fit. Rather than relying on vague encouragement, it offers structured ways to think through difficult prompts such as weaknesses, gaps, career changes, conflict, and compensation. The book is especially useful for readers who freeze when put on the spot, or who struggle to turn their experience into clear, persuasive stories. Fry emphasizes preparation that sounds natural, not scripted, and encourages candidates to match their answers to the role, the company, and the needs behind each question. The result is a toolkit that helps readers reduce anxiety, avoid common mistakes, and turn interviews into focused conversations about outcomes and impact. I will give you key takeaways from this book. Firstly, understanding what interview questions really test. A core idea in the book is that most interview questions are not asked for their literal surface meaning. They are prompts designed to reveal how you think, how you work with others, and how you might perform in the specific role. When an interviewer asks about strengths, weaknesses, or a time you failed, they are often assessing self-awareness, accountability, learning speed, and risk management. When they ask why you want the job, they are checking motivation and whether your goals align with the position. This topic helps readers stop treating interviews like trivia contests and start treating them like evaluations of job-related behavior. By reframing questions into the underlying concerns, candidates can respond with relevant evidence instead of rambling or guessing what the interviewer wants to hear. The approach also reduces anxiety because it gives you a consistent mental model, identify the competency being tested, choose an example that demonstrates it, and tie the outcome back to the employer's needs. This makes answers more focused, credible, and easier to deliver under pressure. Secondly, building strong answers with structure and proof, the book emphasizes that good interview answers have a clear shape. Instead of improvising, candidates benefit from using repeatable structures that keep them concise and persuasive. A common pattern is to set context, describe the actions you took, and highlight the results, ideally with measurable outcomes such as time saved, revenue gained, quality improved, or risk reduced. Even when exact numbers are not available, you can still provide concrete indicators like scale, frequency, scope, and stakeholders impacted. This topic also covers how to select stories that match the job description, so your examples demonstrate the exact skills the employer is hiring for. Readers learn to avoid overly generic claims like "I am a hard worker" and replace them with evidence-based narratives that show competence in action. The focus on proof helps with both experienced professionals and early career applicants because it teaches how to translate coursework, projects, volunteer work, and part-time jobs into credible demonstrations of responsibility and judgment. The result is answers that feel specific, grounded, and memorable. Thirdly, handling the toughest questions without sounding defensive. Some interview questions are designed to create stress. Why did you leave? What went wrong? Explain a gap. Tell me about a conflict, or describe your biggest weakness. The book addresses these situations by encouraging a calm, honest tone paired with forward-looking framing. The goal is not to dodge the question, but to answer it in a way that preserves trust and shows maturity. Candidates are guided to take ownership where appropriate, avoid blaming past managers or coworkers, and quickly pivot to what they learned and how they changed their approach. For weaknesses, the emphasis is on choosing a real but manageable area, demonstrating steps you take to mitigate it, and linking the improvement to job performance. For gaps or job changes, the approach centers on clarity and relevance, explaining the decision in a way that signals stability and intention. For mistakes and failures, the best answers show corrective action and prevention, not excuses. This topic equips readers to remain composed under pressure, control the narrative, and turn potentially damaging questions into evidence of resilience and professionalism. Fourthly, demonstrating fit, motivation, and value to the employer. Beyond competence, interviewers are judging fit, whether you understand the role, whether you want the work for the right reasons, and whether you will succeed in the organization's environment. The book guides readers to connect their experience and preferences to the employer's priorities. That means researching the company, reading the job posting closely, and translating your background into the language of the role. Instead of saying you are excited, you show why the position matches the problems you like solving and the impact you want to make. The topic also covers communicating your unique value proposition, the specific combination of skills, results, and working style that differentiates you from similar candidates. It encourages tailoring. One candidate might emphasize cross-functional collaboration, another might highlight process improvement, and another might foreground customer communication, depending on what the employer needs. By framing answers around outcomes and relevance, candidates move the conversation from their own history to the organization's future, which is what hiring decisions are ultimately about. Lastly, practical preparation, practice, and follow-through. Preparation is treated as a skill, not a one-time task. The book supports building a personal library of stories and answers that can be adapted across roles. This includes anticipating common categories of questions, drafting bullet point responses, and practicing aloud until the delivery is natural. Practicing aloud matters because interviews test real-time communication, and strong content can be undermined by disorganized pacing or nervous filler. The topic also highlights how to prepare questions for the interviewer that signal curiosity and business thinking, such as asking about success metrics, team priorities, and challenges in the first months. In addition, it encourages candidates to plan for key logistics, handling salary discussions tactfully, managing remote or phone interview dynamics, and closing the interview by reinforcing fit. Finally, follow-through such as timely thank you messages and thoughtful updates is framed as part of professional impression management. The combined effect is a repeatable system that improves performance across multiple interviews, not just a single attempt. In conclusion, this book is best for job seekers who want concrete guidance rather than vague motivation, including students entering the workforce, professionals changing industries, and experienced candidates who have not interviewed recently. It is also useful for anyone who feels anxious when questions get personal, ambiguous, or confrontational. The benefit to a reader's life is straightforward. Better interviews lead to better job matches, higher earning potential, and reduced stress during career transitions. By learning to interpret what employers are truly asking, you can respond with evidence, clarity, and poise, which strengthens confidence beyond the interview room. Compared with similar interview books, its value lies in its practical answer-focused format and its emphasis on turning tough prompts into opportunities to demonstrate maturity and results. Many resources provide generic advice like be yourself or sell your strengths, but this book pushes you to prepare examples, craft structured responses, and tailor them to the role. That makes it worth buying for readers who want a ready-to-use playbook they can practice, personalize, and carry into real interviews with measurable improvement. If you would like to support Ron Fry, you can buy the book through the Amazon link I've provided in the podcast description. After reading the book, please let me know what you think and share your thoughts. See you around.